sponsored by Jeans Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the official dealership of Life in Alaska.
Hello, Interior Alaska. It's Joe Cook once again, the sports seat for you this Thursday. Hope you're having a good day. To make it a little better, let's get to some sports. We start off tonight with a score from the 4A state hockey playoffs. And today, West Valley couldn't continue their momentum from their epic MAC title victory over Lathrop and fall to Diamond, the number 3 team from the Cook Inlet Conference. The final was 7-1. And a 1 versus 3 matchup in the quarterfinals of the state hockey playoffs. Nonetheless, a great season from the Wolfpack. We'll have the final outcome of the Lathrop's game against South Anchorage tomorrow as well. Now we'll switch over to girls basketball. In Anchorage, in the 15th annual Diamond Lady Lynx Prep Shootout Tournament, 2 interior teams got wins yesterday. The Lathrop Malamutes won 47-37 over Juneau Douglas. Jasmine White dropped 22 points, while Ruthie Hebert had the stat line with 23 rebounds. Wow, West Valley and West Anchorage went to overtime. The Wolfpack had a 9-point lead in the 4th, but West forced overtime. The Wolfpack regained control and won 52-47 in OT. Carly Marquez and Lodgen Ashmore each scored 13 for the Wolfpack. And today, Lathrop faced 1 seed Wasilla. Lathrop made only 11 shots the entire game, falling 55-35 to Wasilla. Wasilla was led by Alexis Emos, 25 points. Ruthie Hebert had 13 points and 14 boards for Lathrop. West Valley roared back against Soldotna and won 50-47 thanks to a 14-3 run late in the second half. Caitlin Bryce powered the Wolfpack with 21 points. And after a humbling series with the Miami Redhawks that ended the Nanick's winning streak, the boys are back in the Carlson Center facing Ohio State. In November, when these teams met, the Buckeyes won in a shootout, and then Nanick's won the second game 3-1. Ohio State now has 2 top 10 scorers in the CCHA, and Ryan Zingle and Tanner Fritz. In this 5 versus 6 matchup, Ohio State has the 3rd-ranked scoring defense, and the Nanics have the number 2 penalty kill in the conference, even though Trevor Campbell, a top defenseman, is out with an MCL injury he suffered last week. Campbell is helping out the defense as best he can, and defense will be key in this series.
All these guys can play, so they know exactly what they need to do to be successful, and I just try to help them out any way I can. If I see something that they're not seeing or anything like that, I'll try to give them some advice, but pretty much just give them some confidence that they can play.
Yeah, I think that we gotta make sure that our work ethic's there and ethic is there, and sticking to the game plan and our systems as a whole, as a group, and working together as a team, and making sure that we stick to the game plan and have fun.
Our specialty teams down the stretch here are going to be very important, so we got to make sure that we're, staying sharp and using our power plays, our penalty kills to create momentum for ourselves in times of games when we need it.
And tonight, we take a look at the veterinarians of the Yukon Quest and their vital role in the race. The head veterinarian of the Quest with 12 years experience explains.
Many of the things we do at checkpoints, one, we're making sure the dogs are healthy, they're eating, they're drinking, they're appropriately urinating. If they're sore somewhere, we trace it down. So we do a lot of physical exams that require musculoskeletal experience. So you know how to palpate and how to find where these little problems are. We give advice to the musher and say, yeah, this one's going to get better, or maybe this one isn't. You might want to drop the dog, and we'll take care of the dog until we can give it to the handler. And, we're not the dog police. We're not there just to take dogs, but it works beautifully. And the mushers are very knowledgeable. We take the medicine, we put those 2 things together, and we do what's best for the dogs.
In today's Yukon Quest report, the big news is 4-time Yukon Quest and Iditarod champion Lance Mackey. He has been scratched. He had 14 dogs into the race, but by the time he reached Dawson City, he only had 7. Mackey's small team and the well-being of his pups were the reasons for the scratch. And Jake Berkowitz was upset about the extended layover in Dawson, saying it messed up his racing schedule, and he has even called for a new race judge. But the extension had to be made for trails to be rerouted around American Summit and for race officials to be in the proper place. No other mushers had an issue with the extra layover time. Now the leaderboard, Hugh Neff is still in the lead, headed toward Eagle with 12 dogs. Alan Moore is close behind with 11 dogs. They are followed by Berkowitz, Sass, and Smith in the top 5. And that's it for sports tonight. Mike Schultz has your full weather forecast coming up next, and we'll catch you next time.